Few stories and some references here with this gentleman on my right. This has got to be the most productive, finest, professional man ever to come out of Story County. And I'm going to tell you right now, I love him. Absolutely. So, if you'll go ahead and give me a minute there in that chair, I'm going to talk about you a minute. So, I'd like to tell a story or two here. I started here in Story County about 1998. We'd come from Reno, where we'd done a project called Double Diamond South Meadows, and a partner of mine named Roger Norman Sr. We were finished in South Meadows, and we were looking for something to do here in northern Nevada. So we were driving around out in the countryside, and we came across out at Patrick, a bridge out in the middle of the country, and a bunch of paving, and we drove on Waltham Way, and out there we found Calcan, and a little bit further out there was Alcoa Aluminum, and a bit further out we had Duraflex doing diving boards, and the power company was out there, among others. But that was kind of the basis, and we thought, this is quite a looking project. Didn't know a whole lot about Story County. Hadn't met Dean Haymores at the time. But it looked pretty promising to us. So we made kind of a fast deal. A lot of folks think that fast deals are fast deals, and this was. We basically offered Gulf Oil $20 million all cash, 30-day non-contingent close. Give us the deed, here's your money. And they were hungry enough at that point, for reasons of their own, probably their books were carrying a hunting lodge rather than an industrial park. And that I found much to the chagrin of Mr. Haymores. But at the time we didn't know that. So we embarked on this wonderful development project. So along the way, we learned that we were in the poorest county in the state of Nevada at the time. A lot of trouble. They were looking at breaking the county up and giving part of it to Washoe and part of it to Lyon. And the general fund budget wasn't looking very good. But very quickly thereby, we met the team. And of course, Bum Hess is here. He was commissioner at the time. Bless him. And we met Dean Haymores. So what that allowed us to do was put a development agreement together. And for those of you that don't know, a development agreement is a contract with a county that allows someone to come in and develop a project. So there was a series of meetings that started taking place up there in Story County, in which Dean Haymores, we met, was very, very focused and an incredible part of that. And at the time, in Dean's world, he was not very supportive of bureaucracy and government, and he had a vision of his own on how things should be done and how things should be developed. So we were the beneficiaries of his intellect. And so what happened in that development agreement? Well, you've seen it talked about in the paper. My God, Story County is the fastest to vertical, and we have less scheduling risk, and we can do grading permits in 7 days and building permits in 30 days, and there's nothing like it in the United States. And you guys, for those of you who read the paper, I've received a whole lot of press and attaboys for all of that. The name that should have been in that article was Dean Haymores. That's right. Dean is the father of TRI. He is the visionary that understood what TRI could be. When Story County was so very poor and he couldn't even get a budget to go down to the legislature with, would you pass me that? No, I don't need that yet. He couldn't get a budget. The county didn't have the money. He had to buy his own pencils. So I learned later that he went down to Carson City and he got Joe Dini, and he talked Joe Dini into a bunch of money. I don't know how. You can tell that story. So Story County ended up with a bridge across Patrick when everybody else in the state was trying to figure out how to build roads. And then he paid Waltham Way. And then he brought in all those tenants and all those clients. And for us, Roger and I, we had a bird nest on the ground. All we had to do was come in and follow. What was that story where you drop the breadcrumbs and as long as you follow them, you'll find home? Yeah. Well, at the end of home was Dean Haymore. So I'm here to tell you today, in all honesty, that we owe this man the most incredible debt of gratitude. And over the years, from our perspective, you can't outwork the man. No. You can't outwork him in heart and soul and commitment. You can't get to work early enough to beat him. You can't stay late enough to stay before he goes home. I'm not kidding you. He keeps a bed down there at the county building that we eventually built, so he could be there for all the concrete pours at 12, midnight, or 1 a.m. or 2. Never missed one. I'm going to tell you this is a guy that if the company didn't show up on time, he was calling them to say, why the hell aren't you guys here? Because he was. He's tireless in his commitment. He's tireless in his optimism. I love the man, and we are going to miss him. Yep. No matter what the alternative is, we're going to miss him greatly. Yep. I don't think you can duplicate it in any community. I've seen him jump in a van on Saturday with some of his cohorts and drive all the way to California for a little lady that just needed a 10,000 square foot building. What community in America would have all of those folks on their own time on Saturday morning drive to California to visit a little lady in a 10,000 square foot building? Dean Haymore does. Amen. He flies around the country continually. So I cannot say enough about him. I could stand here and share many stories. He's been at every closing table. He's been at every conference. And he's worked with every single client that has come through the door. And I'm going to tell you, they think the world of him. He is tremendously respected. From Tesla and Switch. He hasn't met Google yet. I hope you get a chance to do that, my friend. Amen. So I have a couple of things here that I'd like to pass along. I'm going to tell you actually truthfully here, Roger Norman and I wanted to give Dean some very special things. And then we found out that he might be doing some consulting for the county. So your special things got canceled, my friend. But if you and I live long enough, they will happen. So what I have here I'd like to read first is a letter. It's on Tahoe Reno letterhead, and it's from Don Roger Norman. The subject is your retirement. Gosh, I hope my eyes are good enough to do this, you guys. What a ride we've had over the last 20 years. I rarely write letters of any kind, but on this occasion, I felt I needed to tell you how much I appreciate all of your work and effort during your magnificent career. When I first met you, Dean, Story County was on the verge of bankruptcy. The poorest county in the state, perhaps the entire country. But you had a dream. It was fixed in your mind from the very beginning to bring in businesses, industry, jobs, investment. You worked and sacrificed time with your family, and many times you had to overcome obstacles that to anybody else would have been daunting. Yet you persevered. Your dream has become a reality. There are thousands of families who now have a great life because of the jobs that you have generated in this county. The county government is now not only financially stable, but healthy, thanks to the industry you brought in. The impact that you have had will resound for decades to come in providing better lives for thousands and thousands of people in northern Nevada. That's your legacy. What a great accomplishment. Perhaps more importantly is the way you did your job. You had a remarkable way of helping businesses get into operation, helping them plan and build that massive facility that are now in this county in a safe, professional manner. You were there on site with those construction companies, with the architects and the engineers and the workers, during the tough times, when every decision you made had consequences, and yet you never wavered from making your dream a reality. Not once. Dean, I am truly thankful for your dedication and skill that you brought to bear on this county. On behalf of myself, my family, and my company, thank you from my heart, Dean. Very truly yours, Don Roger Norman. So there's one other little thing here that, everybody needs a plaque on the wall, right? Your wall of shame. So this says Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, presented to Dean Haymore on behalf of the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center. Thank you for all of your hard work. Your dream has come true. Lance Gilman. I'm going to hand this microphone over. You're a man of few words, so I know you probably don't have much to tell us. But just watch this cord. They've given us a short one.
Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, everybody, for coming. A dream doesn't come true without a lot of people. It wasn't only me. It was all of you that was part of that dream. The county, Northern Nevada, the contractors, the companies, the salesmen, and everybody. They believed that we could get it done. And I always believed, don't tell me no, because I'll find a way to do it. And I did. And there were many sleepless nights. My wife knows that. There was many nights she was by herself because I was out there. And my family all over the country finally told me at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, quit sending pictures of concrete pours or the moon coming up or the sun rising, because I would be out there in those concrete pours, because that's where I love to be. I love to be out in construction. The whole purpose was to create jobs for people, so people could raise their families. And that's what's the most important thing. And the other most important thing is thinking God and the blessings He's given us.
Amen.
Without the direction of Him, without the direction of my street life and my support of my family. And if you haven't been there, I got 4 wonderful children. Their husbands and wives, and 12 grandchildren. And I said one daughter here with her family, and I think they're driving all night from Cedar City tonight. She's off at the hospital at 6 o'clock tonight. I don't know if they're going to make it or not for tomorrow. But they all sacrificed it. And one of the reasons I'm retired and still spend some time with our grandchildren and our children. Family, as my staff knows, is number one. And I believe, take care of your family, you've got to take care of your job. And so I try to take care of my job and be honest in my life. I really appreciate you all coming. I appreciate my wife and my staff and Sarah and everybody for putting this shindig on. If you know my wife, she doesn't do anything small. Come here, honey. You are.
I got a lice on
Go.
my
Bring the lice with you.
Get up there, Mama.
If you notice, little granddaughters and grandkids, I dance with them. I teach them the ducky walk. I play on the ground with them. I had campfires with them last night. We had campfires, and I swam with them, and I jumped in and did the Chucky dunk last night. And I did something yesterday. Most of you know the nice lake at 6 Mile Canyon that's been hidden. It's got known more and more. I walked in there, and I went skinny dipping. I said I've been wanting to do this all my life, and I did. So, the Tahoe Reno Industrial Park, I worked hard and hard. And it wasn't until Roger came and they didn't know who I was and I didn't know who they were. And I remember that first lunch that they asked me what the plan was, and I told them to do this, and this. And I remember Roger saying, "And you're going to help us sell this land?" And I said, "Well, isn't that our job? Don't I work for the taxpayers?" And that's what I've always remembered, is I work for the taxpayers. And the county commissioners always reminded me that we work for the taxpayers. And I think this county is the only county I ever see that this year or next year, they're going to lower the tax rate from being the poorest county in the country, 17 years later being the richest county in the country. And I believe it's because we put government back where it's supposed to be in business. And business is what built this country straight, great, and that's how we run the county, that we run this business. And I tell everybody, if they don't run the county like business, then they shouldn't be in the business of county. And I believe that fully. I thank you all, I love you all, I appreciate it. I told you I was going to cry, you know I'm crying. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sarah Dillon, and this is his crew right here. This is the staff that is down here to try to help carry on the legacy that Dean has created and also supported with the support of others. And we want to thank every single one of you, because when he said that he has impacted every family, it's true. He has definitely impacted my family. And first of all, I would like to thank the woman behind the man, Roberta Haymores, his beautiful bride. We would like to thank you for supporting him and being here. Because not only when you were supporting him, you were supporting the whole county. And you're a class act, and you are something that we should all admire as a woman and as a life, and just as a person, and we love you. And we want to thank you. So this is for you.
Hey, Dean, on behalf of the office, some elected officials, and some other residents in Story County, we got together and got you a certificate, employees too, I'm sorry. Here, my lovely bride. It's a gift certificate to Kansas City Steak Company. $650, so you can order when you want to order, go online and you can pick it up.
On a lighter note, no, we don't have any shingles right now. But I had my old man commission a little graphic for you. Tesla County, Story County. Cool, and really, we all want to thank you. Everything I know about inspections, I learned from Chris. You.
Chris says he won't talk because he'll cry because he's going to be. All this guy lives out of Tesla. And I know because he went deer hunting, and that week, I put in 90 hours. And so I was happy when he came back. And I told him if he didn't get his deer, come on back in. But my staff has been at my house for the last couple of years, and they know I love to trigger and cook and smoke my meat and cook and things like that. So thank you for everybody, all those that participated in cooking this. Thank you very much.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Bum Hess. I worked with Dean for 14 years when I was county commissioner. Actually, it was one of his first inspections when he came up here. And I'll remember, I was probably about 24, and he was brand new. Like I said, he was his first inspection. My dad at the time was commissioner and had appointed him. And he came out to the job out there in the Highlands, and the first thing he did was step over the forms. Just knocked them all out of level. At the time, he was not a slim guy. And so I talked to him afterwards, and trying to get to know him, and found out he's a real nice guy. And I asked him, I said, let's go out for a beer sometime. And he goes, well, I don't drink. I said, well, that's okay. We'll try it some other time. So I saw him again, and then he told me, he goes, the reason I don't drink is I'm a Mormon. And I said, oh, that's good. So I thought you were a raging alcoholic and having a quit. And so it kind of eased my mind that, he was just a genuine good guy.
That's right.
Well, about 4 years later, I became commissioner. And at the time, there was this little tiny project at the north end of the county that everybody's talking about, TRI. And nobody wanted it. Dean and I were the only ones that were into this project. At the time, there was 2 other commissioners, and you guys probably remember Joe before he was still around at that time, and he didn't want to be ousted out by anything bigger, so we couldn't get the votes. I finally got one commissioner out, and as you guys know, Tesla's here now, so I'm not going to bore you with the rest of it, but it's been a great ride, Dean. He's treated my family and myself just like kings. So I got him a little gift. Every time we talk about something, Brigham Young always comes up. So I know he has an infatuation with him at the university.
You?
And since there's not a lot of drinking here, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of real funny stories, but I do have one that I'll share after I give you the gift here, because then you probably won't want it.
Oh, what? Wow.
This is his shirt.
Woo-hoo! Yeah.
Brigham Young. And then on the back. No, this one's here. So I wanted one too, so that when I'm not around, Dean will be always with me even if I don't get to see him.
Amen.
So I've heard there's a lot around mining camp, so it's not just me doing it. So it says bring him young
Amen.
and bring him often. Everywhere we want. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for us. Everybody's got great Dean stories, but until the grandkids kind of wind down and go somewhere else, we probably shouldn't share those. But one I will share, absolute truth, is I just got my contractor's license probably 25 years ago or so. And one of my first jobs, Shirley Coletti called me from, at the time she was the manager, I think, of Mustang. And she wanted me to move the tower where Oscar Bonavena was shot from to the front of the building. And I never could figure out why. But she wanted it out front, so I gave her a bid of about, I think it was $11,500. So went down and talked to her about some plans with the Dean, and he said, okay, yeah, that's an easy deal, we'll get a permit in a couple of days. I go down to Shirley, well, she upped the contract from $11,500 to $20,000. So I thought, this contracting stuff's pretty good. Well, I had told my dad, who was commissioner at the time, and he said, you're not going to do that job. I said, it's kind of my first job, and the profit's pretty good. He goes, no. He goes, that's a bribe. I couldn't figure it out because I wasn't an elected official by any means at that time. So anyhow, I disagreed with Dad a little bit, and I snuck up there the next day to get the permit. And I went into Dean, and Dean says, I'm not giving you the permit. And I said, why? He goes, your dad just called me. So needless to say, I didn't get the job, somebody else did. But thank you very much, and we're going to miss you, so stay in touch, and maybe we'll head out there to Utah and see you.
That's right.
I didn't realize how many times I would choke up tonight. Dean has been with me for my entire career, not only in Story County, but in what I do up here. I remember when you lived across the street, I was about this tall, and I knew that you did something up in Virginia City. I knew that you were an inspector. I knew all those sorts of things, that your typical stuff. It wasn't until I got older I didn't realize what you really were up here for this county and what you did. I like history, so I like to compare things to history. I like the West. And I think of you and what you've done with this county, and what you're still doing and what you still are. And you really are truly a trailblazer of the modern era. You could be compared to Kit Carson. You could be compared to John C. Fremont. You blazed the trail in the Story County. You took a land that was nothing and a county that was broke and made it one of the richest, wealthiest, and most industrious counties in the United States, and even possibly rivaling the world. You know, I remember the early days, and the planning commission days, when you were bringing companies like Mars in, and I've heard your stories about when you were driving Forest Mars in an old junk cop car, and you couldn't get out of the back because the door didn't open, because it was an old junk cop car. And looking out in the desert and kicking sagebrush. And I remember when you were bringing in companies like Dell Computer and Royal Extrusions and some of our smaller companies. And look what we're doing today. You know, the Walmarts, the PetSmarts, the Zillillis, the Jets, the Teslas, the Panasonics, and now we're even talking Google and names like that. And it's because of you. It's because of the groundwork you've laid already. It's because of your hard work and dedication. And that truly is, it's amazing what you've done with the county. And I think what's just as amazing is while you'll spend all the time that your predecessors here talked about, bringing in a company like Tesla or Walmart, you'll spend the same amount of time bringing in a company like Harris Gas with 4 employees,
Right.
or helping somebody on C Street try to get their business up and running in a historic building.
Yep.
And you should be very proud of it. And we all in this room certainly are. This stage is set in this county. It's set by you, and it is to remain as such. And we really are going back to history because you are the quintessential example of modern manifest destiny, of conquering and taking and making something great out of nothing. You know, the trails blazed. It's all set. Now come the highways and the railroads and the settlers and the pilgrims. Now it's incumbent upon us in this room, myself included, to continue your legacy, to be able to continue what you've done. And those include, maintaining economic development, fearing and avoiding bureaucracy, keeping things simple. And I think the most we would appreciate is using our heads, using common sense, and not acting like government. It'll be hard for us to do, but in keeping that culture in our team, it'll be possible because of what you've done and the team building and the culture you've built in this county. And probably the last but not least is most important is what was well explained earlier. The passion and commitment is unmatched. I've never seen anybody like you committed and so passionate about something. I'm talking with everybody in this room before this point. Look how many people are here to see you. Every one of these people, including myself, are touched with something you've done with them and the property and their dreams. So, you're going to be missed, Dean. Without a doubt. On behalf of the county, we have something of appreciation for you. It says in recognition of 30 years of service to Story County, your countless hours of dedication to transform Story County into a magnet for business and development. Mr. Dean Haymore, your accomplishments speak for themselves. And we got your testimony. I don't know what to say. I appreciate it, but I can't believe it. I pinch myself every day. I'm the luckiest man in the world. be able to have a dream and see things accomplished. It's, you can't believe it until you go out there and walk into these buildings. Curtis is here. I got some of the guys I got in there. Chris loves guns, and you go into Curtis's museum. It's just beautiful. I remember going to Curtis over by the university over there, kind of the first couple of little buildings he had. And I went in there, and the roofs were about 8 feet high. And he said he wanted to come in, and I said, okay, come in. And I know he had struggles, and he built a building, and I remember Curtis says, they'll never have to expand again. And I've always told everybody that comes out there, buy enough land, because you're going to expand. Because you're going to want to stay in Story County, you're going to grow. And Curtis doesn't know this, but every tour, as of yesterday, I had economic developers and county commissioners from the state of Utah giving a tour. And I go by Curtis's building, I say, can you see where there's a 15,000 foot expansion? Because he expanded. And no, we're 30,000. And I said, that's why. You're not supposed to. And we built the building. But the small companies that government contracts to Walmart was my biggest first test. If you haven't heard the story, Walmart delivered their plans here. They flew me out to Texas. Understand, I still have $0 budget for economic development. Walmart flew me out to Texas and took some state fire marshals with me. They get on the plane and they have 3 or 4 suitcases. And I said, what are you guys doing? And we have to change planes. And we had to run to the planes, and these guys are hauling these suitcases. We go out to this place to see this big Walmart that's 200 feet tall, and it's basically all automation for food storage and stuff. They bring a FedEx truck. When it backs up, I said, well, okay. And then they opened it up, the whole FedEx truck with the planes. I did a plan check. I think I worked 100 hours a week. We got the plan check done in 2 weeks. They went out to bid, and they said, no, it's over bid. We started moving dirt, and they changed the plans, and we started it all over again. When we started that project, day one, moving dirt, to 180 days moving food out of that 1 million square foot facility. And I remember AT&T didn't have phone lines in. We hadn't built the USA Parkway interchange yet. That was starting under construction. And they came to me and says, Dean, we have no phone lines. And I says, you'll have them tomorrow, because I'm going to put 250 pairs, and I'm going to run them over the mountain on the ground and bring them. AT&T called me up and said, Mr. Haymores, we'll have phone lines there in a week. And so there was things that I would just say, we'll find out a way, and big companies